Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run. Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Green Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Challenge. Don't let challenge.
Tighten up.
Back one.
Wall. Get wall.
Get 300. Get 300. Go right.
Kill. Slam.
Snap comes at 1. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 15. Live. Check. Check again.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Right back.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
And a Packer first down.
Green 18.
Hey, you don't want to switch.
Get 300.
Check. Crunch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Out.
Green 18.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. I got one. Twist. Check 20.
Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Watch twist.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We own it. We own it. Check over here.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2. He was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Check 3. Check inside.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Yeah, live.
He's checking. Crash.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I got this.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Pass for 20. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Safe.
12. 11. I got this.
Chance. Check it out.
13.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, They're programmed to go get it.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. He finds Coleman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Watch time. Tight end run.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
42. Nice 42.
Garoppolo again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check Nick. Jumper.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, black.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Green 18.
Right here. Check, check. Lucky.
Right now, you got 58.
Jam. Alert flat.
You didn't get it.
On first down, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
No. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
You didn't get it.
Now Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room here to run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch the screen.
Get right.
Mike 5-4.
Okay, double up. Hey, Delta.
54 is Mike.
You didn't get it.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Graham, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
57 is Mike. 57 is Mike.
Back one.
Keep it up.
You didn't get it.
Shit. Watch out.
Jump out.
57 is the Mike. Watch
You didn't get it.
Rodgers going to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Wipe out. Shit. You didn't get it.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kick by Crosby is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. And we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a 2nd field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. Big hit.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 7 yards there and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
21.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run.
Here's Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yo.
26.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go, D.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
That's the one you make it spin. That's the one you make it spin, baby.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they shit, acting like they